Well, if we look at history, okay, history is known to repeat itself. And it always does that. We cycle. That's what we do as humans. We tend to look back 20 years and go, wasn't that the best time? So in the 60s, they were saying, oh, the 40s was amazing, right? In the 80s, everybody was focused on the 60s. And in the 2000s, everybody's talking about the 80s. And that's generally the way it works. And then it starts to cycle again. So like in the 80s, everybody was like, oh yeah, man, it's like the psychedelic 60s and the Summer of Love. Remember that on MTV? They had all like the Summer of Love stuff and that hippie character, and everything was focused on the 60s. And then in the 90s, it became all about the 70s, and bell-bottoms came back, and afros and all that stuff. And then in the early 2000s, well, we didn't have anywhere else to go, so we went back to the 70s and back to the 80s.
Yeah. That's the thing. We're looking back 40 years now. I don't want to bring this up, but it's 40 years, not 20 years now.
That's what happens. It just keeps recycling, because why? Well, they don't make great movies anymore. That's why.
Well, I was just to build on that point. In the history of cinema, there's certain watershed moments, when they invented color and when they invented sound, and something happened in the late 70s, early 80s, where movies like Raiders of the Lost Ark and Back to the Future,
Jaws,
where the suspension of disbelief was easier. The music. John Williams is making all these scores of Star Wars and stuff like that. I think it was able to capture people's imagination, and it was locked in. And movies have changed now. There are brilliant movies. Each generation has. Lord of the Rings is a groundbreaking series. I'm lucky I got to play around with them, but a lot of stuff, the computer-generated effects in Gollum, and now these Marvel movies, there's just like, it changes, but that particular window of movies, when you look at posters from that time, movie posters from that time, or listen to music from that time, I don't know, my kids like it. It's not their generation, but it speaks to them in a certain way. So that idea where you say, it's a puppet, it's rubber with water squirted on it. But E.T. is as real to me as, anything. I believe E.T. So they did that. Spielberg and the others, they created that feeling. And I don't know why bicycles, it was like the golden age of bicycles.
Bicycles were the star of every movie.
Also, I think the 80s, there was a sense of innocence, and a lot of the filmmakers, a lot of the creators and writers are able to get away with a lot of stuff. They're not as limited as now, for example, you have to worry about a lot of the social issues. So I just think, like, you can't imagine redoing Goonies today versus back then. Like, how can you possibly have a chunk do the truffle shuffle and not get...
It's politically incorrect. Okay, we can't pick on the fat kid, but we can pick on the medium weight kid. That's okay.
Well, and anymore, I almost don't know what there is to explore as far as like those untouched like adventures in caverns and everything. Now everything is like geocaching and already pinned. Like, it seems like there's not a lot of that mystery that
Listen,
they had.
there was always a time where a filmmaker, an artist, a musician, a painter, all forms of different art said, that's it, everything that's been done has been done, and there's nothing new to do. But that's just simply not the truth. That's right. Anyway.
This is what it was like making the movie. I absolutely agree with you. And there's
always innovation.
When you put kids at the center of a story and you don't talk down to them, anything is possible. Because kids are super smart. And going down on those water slides, it's terrifying to think that my kid might do that. Like, don't go down the punji stick infested water slides, at least not first.
Make sure the other kids make it out first. Then you can go down.
Who did go down first? I forget. Who went down the slide first?
Yeah, who was the first one? Was it Josh?
I don't think so.
him standing up and waving us on.
Yeah, I think it was you actually.
No, I wasn't the first one.
It really was terrible because they make these water slides look so cool. Not that they were safe. You know, it's like wrapping around the stage and stuff, and like all the lights and the water, standing water and stuff. But we really wanted to do it, and then insurance people will get, well, the liability, we can't let them do it. And we're like, you can't bring us to a place with water slides and not let us go on the water
And
slide.
they made us look at them every day because we didn't film that scene until like the last week. So literally for like 3 months on the sound stages, we're like, do we get to go down? No.
So they finally said we can go down the water slide. The safest way to go down the water slide is to go down the water slide. The least safe way to do it is to have a cameraman on a mat right in front of you, or your legs are tucked under it, so that when you come to a stop at the end, the cameraman splits his eye open. Grown-ups, what are you gonna do?